Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss decomposition theorem. This theorem provides a very simple way to find chromatic polynomial of a given graph. So first, we will go for the statement of the theorem. Then we will try to understand this theorem. Let GV be a graph and suppose A and B are two non-adjacent vertices in G. Non-adjacent means there is no edge between A and B. Let G1 be a graph obtained from G on adding an edge between A and B, and G2 be a graph obtained from G by fusing the two vertices A and B and replacing the parallel edges with single edge. Then the chromatic polynomial of G is the sum of the chromatic polynomial of G1 and chromatic polynomial of G2. Here this n is the number of vertices. Here in graph G n vertices are there. In G1 again n vertices are there. But in G2, because we have fused two vertices A and B, fusing means we have to merge these two vertices to form a single vertex. So automatically if some edge is coming to A or coming to B, then these two edges will form parallel edges. Then we have to replace these parallel edges with a single edge. So in this way, if we can decompose a graph into two graphs in this way, one adding an edge between two non-adjacent vertices and fusing the two vertices, then the chromatic polynomial of G will be the sum of chromatic polynomial of G1 and chromatic polynomial of G2. Now, how this theorem is useful to find the chromatic polynomial of a given graph. So we can decompose a graph in two graphs G1 and G2. If G1 and G2 are complete graphs, then we know the chromatic polynomial of complete graphs. But if suppose one of the two graphs is not a complete graph, then again we can decompose the graph into two graphs, and we have to repeat this process until we get complete graphs, because we know the chromatic polynomial of complete graph. So once we get complete graph, then the process will be terminated, and simply directly without making any calculation we know the chromatic polynomial of a complete graph. Then we can directly write the chromatic polynomial of given graph. Then we can find this sum. So in this way we can find the chromatic polynomial of the graph G. Let us try to understand this theorem with the help of this example. We have to find the chromatic polynomial of this graph using decomposition theorem. Say this graph is GV. Now we have to find a pair of vertices such that the two vertices are non-adjacent. Here V2 and V4. V1 and V4 are also non-adjacent. So first we will consider V2 and V4. So we will define G1, V1 and E1. So this is the first graph. How can we find this graph G1? We have to insert an edge between V2 and V4. So look at this. This is the graph. We have inserted an edge between V1 and V4. So this is V2, V4, V3 and V1. One another edge is there. This is V1, V3. So this is G1. Now to find G2, V2, E2, we have to fuse these two vertices V2 and V4. So if we fuse these two vertices, only one vertex will be there. So suppose to make it easy, which are the two vertices, I write these two V2, V4. So I have fused V2 and V4. So this will be the remaining graph. This is G2. This is V1 and V3. Now look at this one. Another edge will be there corresponding to V3, V4, because V4 is merged into V2. So two edges will be there, and these edges are parallel edges. So as per the theorem, we have to replace these parallel edges with a single edge. So here this graph will be like this. This is V2, V4, V1, V3. So this is actually G2, V2 and E2. say this is intermediate G2 dash. I have written G2 dash, so this is G2. So first one is G1, second one is G2. Now look at this. G1 is not a complete graph. However, G2 is a complete graph. It means now again I will decompose G1 into two graphs. So here V1 and V4 are non-adjacent vertices. So I will again decompose it, say G11. So G11, how can I write? Look at this. So this graph is V1, V3, V4 and V2. So this is G11. I have inserted an edge between V1 and V4. So this is G11. Now G12. Second graph formed from G1. What I have to do? I have to merge these two, V1 and V4. So if I merge V1 and V4, now look at this. V2, V4, this edge will be parallel to V2 and V1. Similarly, this edge V4 and V3 will be parallel to V1 and V3. So I will get, look at this, I will get a graph V2 and there will be a parallel edge like this, and again this parallel edge will be there, V1, V3. So this is V1, V4, V1, V4. So here I have merged V1 and V4. So I will get this graph. So these are parallel edges. So I have to replace these parallel edges with a single edge. Then I will get a graph like this. This is V2, V1, V4 and this is V3. So now look at this. This graph is decomposed into two graphs. One is this one, second is this one. This graph is decomposed into this graph and this graph. So now finally I have this first graph, this is second graph, and now this is the third graph. So the chromatic polynomial of graph G, chromatic polynomial of graph G, chromatic polynomial of graph G, P lambda G, this equal to chromatic polynomial of P. If I write the number of vertices here, 4 vertices are there, so this is 4 lambda, this is P 4 lambda G1 plus P 3 lambda G2. But G1 is again decomposed into two graphs, so you can write it P 4 lambda G11 plus P 3 lambda G12, because this G1 is decomposed into two graphs. This is G11 and this is G12. So plus P3 lambda G2. Now all these graphs are complete graphs. Look at this. This is a complete graph of 4 vertices. This is a complete graph of 3 vertices. And there is a complete graph of 3 vertices. And for all these graphs, we know the chromatic polynomials. For 4 complete graph of 4 vertices, the chromatic polynomial is lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 3. So look at this. This is a complete graph of 3 vertices. This is a complete graph of 3 vertices. So chromatic polynomials for these two graphs will be same. So we can write it twice lambda, lambda minus 1 and lambda minus 2. So lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, this is term is common, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2. Now we have lambda minus 3 plus 2. So lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, this is lambda minus 1. So lambda, lambda minus 1 whole square, lambda minus 2. So this is the chromatic polynomial of this given graph. So if you remember, in previous lecture we have discussed the chromatic polynomial of this graph. So you can check this answer. The chromatic polynomial of this graph is lambda, lambda minus 1 whole square, lambda minus 2. So in this way you can apply the decomposition theorem to find the chromatic polynomial of a given graph. This is another example. Here we have to find the chromatic polynomial using decomposition theorem. I am just giving you the hint, and now you have to apply this theorem and you have to find the chromatic polynomial. Look at this in this graph, V2 and V3. These two vertices are non-adjacent. Similarly, V1 and V4. These two vertices are non-adjacent. So you can choose any pair to start. Suppose you start with V2 and V3. So the first graph G1 will be, you can get this graph by inserting an edge between V2 and V3. This will be the first graph G1, and then you have to fuse the two vertices V2 and V3 to make the graph G2. Now check whether these two graphs are complete graphs or not. If these two graphs are not complete graphs, then again decompose these graphs and repeat this process until you find the chromatic, until you find that all the graphs are complete graph. Then simply write the chromatic polynomial of all these complete graphs and find the sum. Then you will get the chromatic polynomial of this graph, and the chromatic polynomial of this graph is lambda, lambda minus 1, lambda minus 2, lambda square minus 5, lambda plus 7. So verify your answer. I hope that you can do it.